One of the biggest discussions for us on the development side, and something that actually took up more time than anything else, was deciding, do we have a tutorial? So the modern gaming philosophy is that you gradually introduce mechanics, and you build the tutorial into the gameplay itself. So there's this incremental, oh, here's this mechanic, and here's this mechanic, and here's this mechanic, and you're playing the story and developing the game and learning as you go. I think that mechanic works really well, and I've seen it done very effectively in many good games. And in fact, in one of my favorite games, Persona 5, I think Persona 5 is the master at introducing game mechanics incrementally and building the tutorial into the gameplay experience. I didn't want to do that with I'll Survive because the idea is at the beginning of the game you are thrown in. So I thought back to other games which also throw you in, like Enter the Gungeon, and I suppose classic Tomb Raider to an extent. And both of those highly successful games do have dedicated tutorials. There was a bit of a debate, a friendly debate. Some people thought people just don't play tutorials and don't want to play tutorials. And I thought players do like to have game mechanics explained to them adequately. So we have a dedicated tutorial in I'll Survive that talks you through everything in a very, very concise way, and you don't have to play it. And there is also an option that if you choose just to dive in, there are indicators and pointers to help you get to grips with the game using just the bare minimum of information. If you'd rather just jump in and figure things out for yourself, we have that facility too. But it was very, very important to me that we did have a dedicated tutorial. And actually, I found out from asking the children at my school, I discovered that the majority of them would actively choose to play a tutorial if given the option. So there we are.